G'day, welcome back to Dad vs Son and our continuing playthrough of Fields of Fire Volume 1, Normandy, Mission 4, Hill 192 Offensive with poor old Baker Company up against veteran paratroops. Okay, so last time we had a assault team up here from 2 platoon that got blown away by a LMG, but at least he got to clear this village village area. We've also got a 1 platoon assault team up here who's been pinned by incoming mortar fire, and we've got now the LMG has swapped his fire to the assault team here from 3 platoon. And that's about it. So we haven't done too bad so far, but that means it's probably going to come back and bite us on the butt. Righto, so turn 2, hire HQ event, and we do not have one. But I now have everybody under cover except for poor little 3rd squad of 2nd platoon. So the activation segment doesn't come into play at all, so we'll go straight into the initiative segment. So we have the CO headquarters impulse, and he's going to get 2, -1 for being green, +1 for being undercover, so he'll get 2 commands. Now he had no commands saved whatsoever, and he's sitting, here. Bum, 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 bum. So what he's going to do is he's simply going to order the RTFO forward into the village. Like that. And then he is going to move from these foxholes over to this foxhole with 1-1 HMG. And he will have no commands left. And he will be exposed in those foxholes. Righto, so a 1 platoon now will get 1, -1 for being green, +1 for being in cover. So he's at a whole 1. Now 1 platoon's over here, and he's going to take 3-1 platoon, 3rd squad, to move forward into these woods. Just like that, and again, that unit will be exposed. Okay, and he has no commands left. 2 platoon will get 2 +1 -1, so again, 2 commands. 2 platoons over this way. He's currently undercover. So he's going to... Is he going to do something brave or foolish? He's going to order the whole of 1 squad forward into there for 1 command. And then he's going to get, what's he going to do for the 2nd command? He's actually going to move out of cover and be exposed. Like that. 3 platoon, we've got to reshuffle, so we'll just quickly grab it. Oh, and he gets 4 +1 -1, so 4 commands for 3 platoon. Okay, we'll do a quick shuffle. 3 platoons here in column 3, right in front of us. So we have a bit of a choice. We could try and move some people up into those foxholes. And we could try and infiltrate them up there, couldn't we? So, just give me a tick, we'll overthink about it.
Is this,
Righto, so what I'm decided to do with 3 platoon is I'm going to try and infiltrate one of 3 complete with its rifle grenade up into these foxholes here. Now, an infiltrate I think is a draw of 2. So draw of 2, and he's lined, so there's no minus whatsoever. So draw of 2 for infiltrate, and we have nothing for 1, and we get the infiltrate for 2. So he's going to come up into these foxholes, and he is not exposed. So that's 1. 3 platoon has 3 commands left. What do I want to do with them? And I think that'll do for him. He's going to bank those 3. Okay. So then we get the Exo gets 1 command, which takes him up to 3 with his 2 banked. He's sitting here at the moment, and I think he's happy to sit there for the time being, so he's going to bank his 3 commands. First Sergeant gets a command, taking him up to 4. And he's just going to bank them as well. He's getting ready to try and get casualties later, but he's sort of got to go, because he's over here, he's sort of got to go up and around and back down to this bloke. So that's not much chop at all. Okay, general initiative is a whole 1. Okay. So we have this one here, which is a full squad, and we have this one here, which is 2/3 of a squad. And they're both potential contacts that we have to clear this time. So I think I need to try and protect a full squad rather than a bit of a broken squad. So we've got 4 for cover, and we get it on the first. 1 for cover, 2 for contact, 3 for nothing, 4 for cover. And that's just a normal stock standard cover. And there she blows. Righto. So, German's turn. In fact, just before I do, we know that they're going to be under fire. Yep. Okay, so higher headquarters event, and there is none. Enemy activity check. Righto. So, the LMG is unspotted or anything else, so he is just going to try and concentrate fire. So that's normally a draw of 2, but he's a veteran, so it's a draw of 3, looking for the target reticule, and there we have it. So we have a concentrate fire on 2 here. And then we need to do the draw to see if we have another incoming fire mission there. And the mortar has a draw of 4. But because he's a veteran, he gets +1, I believe. So We're looking for a burst. Well, we're hoping not to find a burst symbol. So nothing for 1. And we have 2, 3 was an infiltrate, 4 was a rally grenade, and we've got a reshuffle again. So we do have another fire mission into here. So we have those units on those cards under fire. Okay, mutual capture and retreat phase. There is, let's see, capture anybody? No. Retreat any non-pinned, non-captured paralysed team? Nah, he's pinned. Retreat any non-pinned litter teams? Nah, nothing happening there. Vehicle aircraft phase, we have nothing. Update fire missions. Yep, we do. Okay. So we are still at engaged, and we do evaluate potential contacts, and we have these 2. 1 and 2, they're both Bs. So let's see which one we'll do first. And we're going to do number 1. So over here, again, still at engaged with a B is a draw of 3, and we get a contact on 1. Second one was a rally, and third one was a nothing. Okay, so it's going to be a shuffle. So it's going to be number 1, which is probably going to be a sniper. No, it's going to be bloody mines. Oh well. Who happens? Righto. So let's find some mines. There they are. We can get rid of this. And we can get rid of this. Okay, so number 1 is mines. Yep, that's it. And our mines on this are a -4 for infantry. So we have to do a draw of 3 cards. Again, looking for the blast symbol. We have nothing for 1. We do for 2. And nothing for 3. So these poor buggers are going to be under the pump as well. Okay. Which leaves us this bloke here. So again, we're still at engaged. So draw a 3. And we have contact on the first. Second's a nothing. Third is a nothing. So we are looking at number 3 for a B, which is incoming mortars again. Hey! Righto, so these guys have really got us zeroed in. Okay, so position for the mortar spotter will be 10, which is right front max line of sight. Now we can't go there because we already have one there. So we'll try again, and we get number 3, which is front max line of sight. So he's going to be in this blockage. Okay, so we have 2 mortar spotter. And he's going to go under Foxy's, right in front. Potential contact. Again, PDF just so I can keep track of stuff. Excuse me. And he is in column 4, row 3. And he, again, has 3 fire missions, so he'll have 2 after this. Okay, he loses another, he loses another. Righto. So, again, combat effects segment. For any pinned vehicle or infantry units on a card without a VOF marker, remove the pin markers. And we do not. So, I was hoping to get away with this guy being able to go, but because we got the fire mission again, we got trouble. Okay, So there's nothing else we can do there. So we don't have any spotting on any of the Germans. So we have 1, 2, and 3 there. 2, 3, and 4 there. And let's draw. Reshuffle again. We're going to do number 1 first. That reshuffle is coming out after only a dozen cards or so, which is just annoying. Okay. So, number 1 first. We're looking at the mines here. So we have a -4, -6 for being exposed, and we have 1 cover and a 2 intrinsic, so it's -6 +3, so a -3, and a -3 is a hit for some strange reason on a line unit, which gives us paralyzed and casualty. So we have a CAS, we have a paralysed unit, and we end up with a rifle team as, a fire team as well. So they are undercover, exposed, undercover, pinned. Just like that. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to do number 1. So we've got the LMG shooting into here against all these units. So we have an assault team there. And we have this mob there. So we'll start here. So we have -1 for the concentrate, -1 for the automatic weapons, +1, so the assault team is at a -1. And a -1 is pinned, which is not too bad. And then we have the rifle squad, which is again at a -1, -2, +1, so a -1, and he's hit as well. And he's a line team, so we get a paralysed and a fire team, so we're going to end up with a paralysed and 2 fire teams. Okay, paralysed and 2 fire teams, and they, again, are all pinned. Sorry. I like to put the pinned and exposed markers and so forth on top, so I think it stands out a little bit better. Okay, so 1 of 3 destroyed unit, 1 of 2 destroyed unit. That rifle grenade can stay with the fire team, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so 2 to go. 1, excuse me, 1 and 2. We're going to do number 2, which is our pinned little man here. So we have a -3 for mortars, and we have a +3, +4. So he's at a +1. And a +1 is a hit. My God. And he's a line unit. And he's a dead unit. Okay, so pinned marker goes away, that goes away, cover marker stays there, assault team is gone, and we have a casualty. Wow. Ouch. Okay, and lucky last. We have a -2, +2 is 0, so we have a -3. And that's a pin, which is pretty damn fine. So we'll simply do that. Righto. Okay, just VOFs, PDFs. So the mines have gone off, so we can turn that back over until they try and move out of there. We can get rid of the exposed marker from there. We get rid of the concentrate fire marker from there. Incoming, incoming. Okay, so this one is not going to fire into there anymore. So the only place he can fire into is there now. Let me just check that. It will just be a tick. Okay, so it's a little Aries of fairies, but I believe, looking at, so the following priority is units in the same card as its incoming marker, and there's no units there. The card within line of sight that has a vehicle, no. The card within line of sight that has the most steps. And this is the only one within line of sight that has the most steps, because it's got 2. So that incoming is going to come over there along with that PDF like that. So this one remains in trouble, this remains in trouble, and this is going to remain in trouble if it moves. Okay, so we're still at engaged at the moment, because we still have VOFs in here. These do not change until we get back to the combat phase sort of thing. So that's that. So that is the end of that. So we'll remove the other exposed markers. And that is that. So that's the end of turn 2. So we have completely cleared row 1. We have cleared row 2 of all enemies and PC markers. We have to clear row 3 of all enemies, and we still have to do objective 1 and objective 2. So I think for 2 turns being able to clear 2 rows, even though we're starting to slow down now, is pretty damn fine. And we now have at least an opening up to the village to move through to here. So hopefully we can find some cover in here, and hopefully it'll be some hard cover. And we've also got movement up into the bocage again here, this hedgerow, which is not under fire either. So we've got some roads forward, and that means that we can get 3 platoon up this way. And hopefully they can start to ferret out into this area and get this cleared out. And then once we've got a bit of cleared stuff as well, we should be able to try and get these ones out of the mines. We've got no real choice. We can't just leave them there. But again, we're not going to be able to get this casualty out at all. I'm not sending anybody in there. So unless we end up with a litter team in here that can try and move them out with, and survive, then we'll be okay. But otherwise, we'll be in a bucket of hurt. So that's it. End of turn 2. Coming into turn 3 in the next video, and all is okay with the world. Not fantastic, but okay. So again, thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think. Be nice. And we'll catch you next time. Take care. Bye for now.